These are the bits and pieces of one of the largest sculptures ever created on the planet. That is a finger. This is the kneecap. There you see the feet, and there you see the torso. The weight of the sculpture is estimated as having been 1,000 tons when it was in one piece. The quarry is 200 kilometers away, and so the block from which it was carved would have to have been at least 1,200 or 1,400 tons. The question is, was it carved in place in Aswan and moved here, or was the block moved here and then carved? And we are reasonably far from the Nile, so how was it transported 200 kilometers? So there are his toes, and here is a smaller statue next to it. And the next step is to actually climb up on top.
Memnonovy kolosy, dvě obří kamenné sochy, stojí nad západním břehem Nilu, proti Karnaku a Luxoru. Za jejich zády se rozkládá skalnaté úbočí, v němž byly po staletí budovány slavné skalní hrobky thébského pohřebiště. Kolosální dvojčata spodobňují od roku 1350 před naším letopočtem jednu a touž osobu. Amenhotepa III., sedícího na trůně v typické pozici s rukama na kolenou. Na královském trůně ve tvaru krychle jsou vyryta faraonova jména a tituly. Rozměry kolosů jsou opravdu působivé. Tyčí se do výšky 16,6 metrů. Stojí na podstavci vysokém 2,3 metru. Chodidla soch jsou dlouhá přes 3 metry. Původně byly sochy ještě vyšší, i s královskou korunou, která se nedochovala. Měřily 21 metrů.
And this is, in my opinion, weighing around 500 tons. One solid piece of granite, rose granite.
You see 500-ton base on which possibly a 1,000-ton sculpture rested.
Dnes tedy i s podstavcem sahají do výšky necelých 19 metrů.
Here are his toes.
Kolos, jejíž váha je odhadována na 720 tun, byly postaveny z bloků červeného kamence.
The only thing was done in that time. There was so many things in other places. So we need 5,000 there, 5,000 here, 5,000 that spot, 5. So the whole nation will be busy just pushing and dragging the stones, which is not convincing.
But pushing and dragging is one thing, then lifting is another.
So this is the colossi of Memnon, 1 and 2. And Tony's here in front to give us a sense of scale. The material used to make these is quartzite, which is very hard. The term quartz should give you an indication of the hardness of it. And the stone came from Cairo, which is 400 miles away. They are conservatively estimated at weighing 1,000 tons apiece. And what's most intriguing is the fact that with this one, you see it's made of multiple pieces. But this one, even though it has many cracks in it, etc., it appears to my eye that this is a solid piece of stone on a huge base. So if the stone was brought from 400 miles away, and it's quartzite, which has the hardness at least that of granite, how did they move it here, and how did they carve it? Because the dynastic Egyptians were a Bronze Age culture. They did not have steel or iron or diamond equipment. It is possible that this is a remnant of an older culture called the Cometians. And now this is the entrance to the Serapeum. which is where there are more than 20 boxes. Boxes are made of hard stone. Each one weighs more than 50 tons, and that's being very conservative. So as you can see, it's hewn. This area is hewn out of the bedrock. Big. So you see the lid of this one, and you see the box itself. They were found inside of these niches just like this. So the main Egyptological theory is that they were the burial places of sacred Apis bulls. But they're more beyond the door. But what's intriguing is the interior of the box, because the precision is supposedly very 21st century, or at least 20th century. Look at the scale of this. So again, this is one solid block of Rose Aswan granite. Conservative estimate, 50 tons. The stone itself would have had to have come from Aswan itself, which is 500 miles away. So this is inside the Serapeum. Christopher Dunn, who has written a section of his second book about this site, states that the interior surface of this is within a few 10,000ths of an inch in terms of being perfectly flat.
Serapeum v Sakře představuje pro oficiální egyptologii jednu velkou záhadu plnou mnoha otazníků. Nikdo nedokáže s naprostou určitostí říci, k čemu toto místo sloužilo. Oficiální doktrína říká, že zde bylo pohřebiště posvátných býků a pisů. Bohužel, jak již bývá v egyptologii zvykem, se ani v jednom případě nenašla uvnitř Serapeuma v takzvaných sarkofázích jediná mumie býka. A jako již tradičně se tento jev přičítá vykradačům hrobek.
So we weren't able to film that very well because of the distance. Only Chris and two others were allowed in. But actually it's amazingly cool in here too. It's not like inside the pyramids, which are hot. But what Chris was able to show is that the flat surface of the interior of that massive box, combined weight of the box and the lid, at least 60, 70 tons, is that the flatness of the internal surface is within thousandths of an inch of being perfectly flat, and also that the corners are 90 degrees, not 89, not 91, but he has a precision square that he uses in the manufacturing industry. That's what he used, and he found that the corners were exactly-ish. So this is the thing is, all of these boxes, there are at least 22 of them in here. Again, combined weight, probably at least 60 tons combined weight, if not 80 or more tons. The lid by itself is more than 10 tons, but we see that. Sorry?
The box is 70 tons, the lid is 30 tons.
Okay, Stephen Mailer says the box itself is 70 tons, the lid is 30 tons. But what we're seeing is we're seeing them in different states of completion. Some of them are very rough. That one is quite glossy smooth, but the ultimate one is supposedly right down here at the end.
And we can go down and see close.
And we can go down and see close, which is what we want.
Soudobí odborníci na opracování kamene tvrdí, že i dnes by to bylo velmi namáhavá a nákladná práce, která by vyžadovala strojní obrábění s využitím nejmodernější počítačové techniky. Dosavadní měření totiž potvrdila, že povrch je naprosto dokonale hladký s přesností žádná celá 0,5 až 0,5 tisícin milimetrů. Sarkofágy a nebo spíše jakési vany s víkem byly vytvořeny z té nejtvrdší žuly černého dioritu. Na opracování něčeho takového potřebujete něco mezi vodní pilou, laserem a nebo ještě tvrdší kámen upevněný na vrtačce, diamant. Představa, že něco takového vzniklo jen za pomocí měděných nebo bronzových dlát, působí opravdu hodně naivně.
By their conventional methods. And at least when they opened this tomb, this area in December 2012, the head of archaeology of ancient Egypt said to CNN, to MSNBC, to Al Jazeera, we don't know how this was done. And that's honest. We appreciate that, his honesty, because Egyptology cannot explain this to any degree.
Well, the idea that it was made for bowls, no matter how special they were, is just ridiculous. It's bull. So this box in particular is amazing because I got to look inside. And the outside, or the inside, is as smooth as the outside. To the hand, it's flat, as in flat as a glass tabletop. And how could that have possibly been achieved when it is at least 6 feet tall, it is at least 10 feet long, and at least 6 feet wide, and at least 15 inches thick, and the lid is solid and weighs much more than 10 tons. How could they have moved that block of stone from the quarry at Aswan? How could they have shaped it? How could they have brought it down into its niche? And again, there are at least 22 of them here. There are supposedly other chambers beyond in that direction, possibly vertically down as well. What was the function of these incredible stone boxes? We are at Dendara in Egypt, inside the temple of Hathor. And what we're going to visit is a secret chamber that only initiates during Egyptian and later times were allowed to see, because it contains very secret information that only those that were supposed to see were allowed to see.
Dendera leží 60 km severně od proslulého tajúplného střediska Luxoru. Nad úroveň terénu vyčnívají dnes ale jen 2/5 této úžasné stavby. Pod pouští leží 3 podzemní patra o 12 kryptách s výborně zachovanými reliéfy, nesmírné krásy a hieroglyfickými nápisy. Ukazuje se, že tady nejde jen o pouhé zobrazení náboženských symbolů, jak tvrdí archeologové, ale že se jedná naopak o zcela reálnou činnost.
Were they giants? Perhaps. Were they physical giants or mental giants? And we look at what we're looking at here. They're holding some type of structure with a snake inside. What is this? Now, we're taught that these beings represent the very ancient dynastic Cometians. So even though they're wearing dynastic headdress, the ancient Cometians are represented here. These are the dynastic people, smaller. They're just observing what was already here. Now, the lotus here nicely. This has been described first by Christopher Dunn as a Crookes tube, perhaps an electrical bulb. And again, snake throughout every culture, from Asia through Africa, represents electricity, kundalini energy. So it's electricity. This seems to be working well. This is the Jed pillar, supposed to represent the backbone of Wizard, of Osiris. But here, it looks like it's what somebody said, a condenser, because it's working with electricity. And again, we're not talking wireless electricity, because it is plugged in. Plugged in. Okay, so it's showing that there was a knowledge, and everybody talks about they had a knowledge of electricity. Had a knowledge of electricity. This is supposed to be ancient Cometian. He's holding the bulb, but here, the snake is being deflected. We have a creature here. We don't know what this creature is. Originally, we thought this was what the Greeks called Isdes, the companion to Jahoti, the baboon. But other people have said this is not a baboon's tail. This could be reptilian, whatever. But the important thing is what the texts say. This is a warning that this is a knowledge, a power that can be abused. So we say this is the origin of the myth of Atlantis, right here, the idea that there was a power that was abused and they suffered for it, and it's a warning against using that power. And this clearly shows that the ancient Cometians, a giant here, he's got 2 hands on the snake, they had that power under control. They had that power under control. But the warning is here, modern people can abuse times.
And also the stone difference, Stephen?
Okay, here here is limestone. Yeah, and then it's sandstone. This is sandstone. So it looks like it's all one contiguous scene. Everything looks almost seamless, but you do see seams. What this is this was taken from two different temples. One which was limestone showing the same scenes, another which was sandstone showing the same scenes. And yet it shows the same scene almost seamlessly put together. If you go through all these walls and take shots, you'll see sometimes it's just a little off, but very well done. Very pieced together, so everybody that comes here thinks this is one contiguous scene. It is not. It is taken from two different temples and put together. And that's amazing.
Lotosové stonky jsou znázorněním kabelových vodičů, které vedou k hranatým nádržkám, na nich trůní bůh vzduchu Shu. Velké bublinovité útvary určitě každý technicky vzdělaný člověk diagnostikuje jako žárovky. Hadi v její vnitřku znázorňují žhavící dráty. Z jedné strany pak vychází další had, připomínající na první pohled izolovaný kabel. Podobná vyobrazení navíc byla nalezena i na mnoha starých papírech po celém Egyptě. Není proto divu, že návštěvníkům je zpřístupněna v současné době jen jedna ze zdejších krypt. Jde totiž přímo o celou dokumentaci související s elektřinou, s její výrobou a užitím.